Yeah, welcome everyone to another weekly inspiration. And just take a moment to arrive here. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Feel your body, feel your breath, and then gently ask yourself, how much energy do I spend trying to protect myself? Again, how much energy do I spend trying to protect myself? And how much energy do I spend simply being myself? So, over the past few weeks, we have talked about staying connected to yourself. We explored choosing where your attention goes, giving your nervous system time to rest, remaining centered even when life feels uncertain. And today, I would like to take one more step, because perhaps it's time to look at energetic protection from a different perspective. So many people have learned that they constantly need to protect themselves from others people's energy. They imagine walls, protective bubbles, mirrors, shields, and sometimes those visualizations can be helpful, especially when we are just beginning to rebuild a sense of safety. But if we spend our lives believing we must constantly defend ourselves, our nervous system stays on alert. And because your brain hears one message above all else, there's danger. And as long as your brain believes there's danger, your body remains tense. Your nervous system stays prepared for something to happen. But if your greater protection is found, but what if your greater protection isn't found in building stronger walls? What if your greatest protection is your connection with yourself? Think about the sun. It shines, not because it is fighting the darkness. It shines because that is its nature. It doesn't need permission. It doesn't need approval. It doesn't have to prove anything. It simply expresses what it already is. And I believe true inner strength works the same way. It doesn't come from fighting. It doesn't come from controlling everything. It doesn't come from constantly scanning for danger. It grows when you allow yourself to fully be who you are. And the more connected you become with yourself, the clearer your presence becomes. You become calmer, more grounded, more peaceful, not because life becomes easier, but because you stop losing yourself in everything happening around you. Perhaps you have met people who immediately make you feel calm. They aren't loud. They aren't trying to control the room. They don't need to convince anyone. And yet they have a powerful presence. And why? Not because they have stronger protection, but because they are deeply connected to themselves. That is what I call radiance. It isn't something you have to earn. It isn't something you create by working harder. It naturally shines through you. And when you stop fighting yourself and stop fighting life, this doesn't mean you stop setting boundaries. Oh no. Of course, you can say no. You can leave situations that don't feel healthy. You can choose what supports you. The difference is this. You are no longer making those choices from fear. You are making them from clarity. Fear contracts your energy. Trust allows it to flow. So today, ask yourself, how do I want to feel when I walk into a room? Do I want to arrive feeling tense or connected? Do I want to spend my energy searching for danger, or would I rather trust my own inner stability? The more you focus on your connection with yourself, instead of constantly focusing on possible threats, the more your entire experience begins to change, not because the world changed, but because you do. And perhaps this is the greatest lesson of this month. You do not have to make yourself smaller to feel safe. You do not have to close your heart to stay protected. Your greatest strength is simply being fully connected to yourself. And from that place, allowing your light to shine. And let's do a very quick short meditation. Just close your eyes for a moment if possible. Take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Place both hands over your heart. And now imagine a warm golden light glowing inside your heart. And with every breath, this light becomes brighter. It gently expands through your body, flowing into your shoulders, your arms, your spine, your abdomen, your legs, until your entire body is filled with this peaceful golden light. Not as a shield or wall, but as an expression of your connection with yourself. Continue breathing slowly and silently repeat, I'm deeply connected to myself. Take another slow breath. I trust my inner strength. One more breath. I allow my light to shine. Rest here for a few quiet moments. So, and if you remember one thing today, let it be this. You do not have to hide your light. You do not have to constantly protect yourself. The deeper your connection with yourself becomes, the more natural your light shines. Because true strength is not created through protection. It is created through connection. So if you want to learn more about it, go deeper with it, practice these things in a group to deeper connected with yourself, grounded to reset your nervous system and so on. Going through these challenging times, we have created a membership, and we wished we would have that years ago, where we learn together, where we talk with each other, where we go together through these times. We do group healings together. We learn from each other, and we have every week, some little tips for you. You get frequency music going along with the topic of the month. You get a transformational journey which goes much deeper than meditation. And we really grow together in this group, and we would love you to join. And if you feel this call, you can always schedule a discovery call with us to get to know us better and understand the membership better. And I also will put the link to the landing page of the membership where you also can learn more about it. We all would love to see you there. Have a wonderful week.